great ingredients, served piping hot. A perfect combination, like you and Pick n Pay.
I will definitely say that was 67 minutes well spent. But right now, we are in our kitchen. 67 minutes is not what we have. We only have 10 minutes to make something delicious for supper tonight. And who else would join me in our kitchen except my man, Mr. Franck Dangereux.
Bonjour.
Ça va?
Très bien, merci.
Merci, merci. So what are we making today?
Vietnamese.
Is that, yeah, okay.
Vietnamese, one of my absolute all-time cuisine. It's always fresh, it's always last minute, normally wok fried. And there's a lot of heritage that goes in it. And what I love is they always include herbs at the end. So we got baby onions. Shall we go through the ingredients?
Let's go ahead, let's go.
Cool.
Yeah, what do we have?
So starting with some nice sirloin.
Lovely.
Okay, so you can buy just 3, or I mean, I wouldn't go quite a whole sirloin per person. I think I would do the 100 gram in the recipe.
Okay.
We're gonna have to trim the fat and the sinew on that.
Yes.
Okay, and then we're gonna flash fry the sirloin. Veggies will be some red onions, some carrots, some mange tout, some of those little salad onions.
Yes.
And then for the marinade, we're gonna have orange,
lovely,
garlic, 5 spice. This is sherry, but you could also use a very special Chinese sherry.
Yeah. That's the real stuff.
And then some sesame oil, and then the herbs. And then, as you know, as condiments concerned, we're going to use some fresh ginger and some chili.
Lovely. Okay, shall we start?
Start the clock.
Let's get cooking. 10 minutes starts now, sir. You seem to have a bit of a hop in your step this morning.
I've got a spring in my step because I've got some work to do.
All right, so how do you trim this sirloin ideally?
Basically, yeah, look, you could keep some fat on it if you want.
Yes.
But the idea, I think, is to keep this very lean. And believe me, I love the fat on the sirloin personally.
Yes, but it's a healthier option to take the fat off.
It's definitely healthier, and also it's a stir fry, so the fat is not going to cook. This is going to cook in 2 minutes.
You're flash frying it, so if you had to leave the fat on, you'd kind of be stuck with these little...
One of my favorite terms of all time, flash frying.
Flash frying, it's a term I learned last week. I love it. All right. Is there anything I can help you with while we're doing this?
Well, yes, absolutely.
Okay, tell me.
You can squeeze the orange.
I'll squeeze the orange, okay.
Okay, so what you do is...
Orange.
Let's cut it in half.
You go right ahead.
And what you do is you squeeze half of that orange into that bowl.
Yeah. Do I do it like you? Because I know you normally just get there with your hands, or do I use this?
No, yeah, you can use this.
Okay, I'll use that.
And then what I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm just going to take a little bit of skin off that ginger.
And of course, at home, if you're looking for the ingredients to this recipe, you can SMS the word beef to 33728, and the ingredients and the recipe are also available on our Moby website, expressoshow.moby. Okay, well, I think
remember that day we talked about julienne?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing again with that ginger.
Okay.
I've got it in thin strips, in thin slices, and then what I'm doing now is really, really thin strips with it.
Are you now julienning the julienne ginger?
Julienning the ginger.
Okay.
So I'm going to do a little bit. I'm going to keep some to go together with my meat in the wok. Yeah. And I'm going to put a little bit in your marinade as well.
I think it took me about 10 minutes to just juice this one orange.
You've done
half of it.
You have done it.
I don't think I'm even done yet, because there's still some juice left.
No, that's enough.
Waste not, want not, Franck. Waste not, want not.
You're doing great. Look at this.
Lovely.
Put the ginger in.
Okay, great.
I'm going to keep this ginger aside.
Beautiful.
Okay, that's looking great, man.
Thanks.
Awesome.
What to do now?
Okay, now...
How's your time?
I want you to put...
7 minutes.
I want you to put some garlic in there.
Okay, that's a whole lot of garlic.
This. No, half of this.
Oh, very strong, very strong. Okay, half of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, kind of.
Half of it.
You just chopped it up finely.
Yeah, it needs to be chopped up finely. A good dash, about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce.
All right.
Some oyster sauce, about a tablespoon.
About a tablespoon. You got a very good eye to judge a tablespoon.
No, I'm used to it.
And then
tablespoon of honey.
Sheesh.
Now give it a little stir for me.
All right, let's give it a bit of stir. So you're gonna be using this as your?
This is a marinade. So the idea is that the meat that you cut needs to get into that marinade for at least 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah. That's quite important.
You don't have 2 hours, my friend.
We don't, but we're gonna pretend.
Is this the part when I, like you, I dip my finger and taste the marinade?
Go for it.
Really?
Tell me what you think.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Is it nice?
Lovely.
Okay, the meat goes in.
Okay, so you want to get it in there. 2 hours, preferably.
Yep.
So it soaks up all of those flavors.
Sesame oil.
Whoa, jeez. Okay, how much is that?
That's about a tablespoon.
And that's another 2 tablespoons.
Tablespoon.
Tablespoon.
5 spice, very fragrant, absolutely gorgeous.
And how much of that?
That was like 1 tablespoon.
Yeah. What is in 5 spices? They didn't just call it 5 spices.
This is a killer question. I should have thought about it. Definitely star. It's Szechuan pepper, star anise, nutmeg.
Yeah.
It's only 4 actually.
Yeah.
Let's carry on working while we think.
This is like your chef exam in high school. When in chef school, whatever.
Nutmeg, cinnamon, and clove.
What, really?
Yeah, yeah.
You sure about this? You sound very unsure.
I'm totally positive.
Okay, say it again. 1, 2, 3, here we go.
Szechuan pepper.
Yes.
Star anise. Nutmeg, clove, and I don't know.
No, man!
You're putting me on the spot, man.
Killed him.
What's my time
You
doing?
got oh, nice deviation there. 5 minutes and 50 seconds to go.
Okay, so
Right,
bit
so
of
now
oil
this is
in there.
where the stir-frying pot
yeah,
comes
so what we need to do here
in. Yes.
is actually maybe we should use. I'm going to take another bowl because I'm thinking.
Okay. Make us some coffee while you're at it, will you?
Yeah. Now I'm thinking I'm going to want to. Normally, this amount of a marinade is for 4 persons. So we actually got a little bit too much marinade. So I don't want.
Oh, you don't want to be wasting it.
Yeah. So
We'll use it again later. We got more pieces of meat over there.
no, what we'll do is I'm gonna take this meat out of the marinade. So obviously you must now pretend that this has been in the marinade for 2 hours.
Okay.
It's quite
You're
important.
dripping all over the place, dude.
I'm so sorry.
Don't do that. I'm gonna.
Wait, I need that spoon.
Okay, you get it all. And while you're doing that, preparing the stir fry for the flash fry, I've got to explain. We've got these 3 plates in front of us: a green plate that says 100 minus, a blue plate that says 100 to 200, and a red plate that says 200 plus. Now, what that means, at the end of cooking this, we will place it on one of these dishes, and it then tells you how much it would cost you to feed 4 people with this: 100 rand or lower on the green plate, between 100 rand and 200 rand on the blue plate, and over 200 rand on the red plate.
So I can tell you already today it's going to be a green dish. I mean,
Really?
the meat. Yeah, the meat. The meat's about 40 rand, 45 rand alone.
Okay, all right. So here we go.
You ready?
Flash fry.
And you love that.
I love that. So now the trick is to try and manage everything else that's going on here while that's flash frying so you don't burn it.
No, well, it's not really. You know, the idea is what we want to do is we want to cook. This is not a dish where the beef is medium rare.
Okay.
It's a dish where the beef is cooked through.
Yes.
Okay. So you start it a little bit like that, and it's always done into 2 stages because you want that marinade to cook up and caramelize a little bit.
All right.
It's very important. Yeah. So strong heat.
I've got a question.
Sure.
You're using sirloin, and you said that that's about what, 45 rand, yeah?
Yeah.
Could you use a cheaper meat?
No, you can use rump, which is roughly the same price. You need to use a meat that will be tender.
Okay, yeah. You don't want it to be dry
Yeah.
when you eat your stir fry. All right.
But I mean, don't overkill it completely. But it's nice to have like that slight. See, it's starting to caramelize on the edges. So
Here we go. Here we go. He tossed it.
He tossed it.
He tossed it.
This is just really gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous flavor.
I love it when you toss things like that, man. It's beautiful.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take this out
You're showing off now.
of here. We're going to put the veggies in. What is
Okay.
the time doing?
The time you have got 3:30.
Okay, fantastic.
3.5 minutes.
So I'm going to put the veggies in, and I'm not going to rinse. Just to put a little bit more oil. I'm not going to rinse. I want this to caramelize even more.
Canola oil.
Yeah. A bit of
So with
oil.
that, is it the same with, I think we had chicken the other day, where you let it rest like that, and so the juices kind of go back onto the inside and they...
No, you know, what you're remembering is the sirloin.
Sirloin,
we
yes.
did a sirloin, but we wanted, with the Lockenville guys.
Yes.
We wanted it to be medium rare, so we cooked it,
Yes.
rested it a little bit, and then the meat relaxed a little bit.
And that's exactly what's happening there.
Well, not really, because this is going to be cooked through anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So it
'Cause you're
doesn't
getting
really
it back
matter,
there.
yeah.
You're getting it back there. Oh, he's showing off again. Nah, my turn,
These
my turn.
veggies, your turn.
My
Go
turn.
for it. Yeah, go for it. Now these veggies, we want them very crispy, so they won't cook for very long. And then we're almost ready. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to chop these guys because they're going to come in on top at the end of the dish.
And these are?
Salad onions.
Salad onions.
Yeah, those spring onions.
Okay.
They're like almost like chives.
Do you always throw away that green bit at the end? That little...
No, but there's really enough there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you would use it?
I would use it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Can you smell? I mean, can you get those beautiful smells?
Oh, man.
It's like being on the street in Vietnam somewhere.
It's like being on the street in Vietnam somewhere, because I've been there, so I know exactly what a street in Vietnam
Have
smells
you
like.
really?
No, I haven't.
God, seriously.
But you're telling me, so I'm believing you.
Everybody must go to Vietnam.
Okay,
You
great.
got to do it. You go to Hanoi, go to the market. It's the most humbling experience.
I think in Durban they make better dishes, though.
Always.
Have you been to Durban?
Time? I need to see this thing. 1 minute.
1 minute, 46 seconds.
Okay, that goes back in.
There you go.
The juice is going to finish.
Okay.
And then we're going to plate this.
But have you ever been to Durban, Frank? Like, really?
You know what? I've never been to Durban.
You've never been to Durban?
I'm dying to go to Durban.
Granny is going to spank you.
Your granny.
No, not my granny. We've got Granny on the show today. Haven't you been watching?
Oh, no.
Granny, I think you must come and spank Frank. Because Frank hasn't been to Durban, and Frank needs to go to Durban.
I would love to go to Durban. Oh, no.
Spanking.
I'm always up for a spanking.
Spanking.
You know, you remind me of Raymond Ackerman. He was my friend from back in the day. I couldn't resist this smell. This is delicious.
Do you like it? Do you like Chinese food?
Okay, love
this
it.
is ready, yeah?
Is it ready? Oh my gosh, and we still got... there we... Dude, you've got 1 minute to go. Plate.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
gotta
going to plate. Now look what
ready.
I'm doing first. I'm breaking up a bit of that mint.
Yes.
Granny, how does that smell?
Delicious.
Lovely.
The thing with mint is just when you like, you notice that I very often just bruise my herbs.
Dude, 42 seconds. It's got to get on the plate. It's got to get on the plate.
Bruise the
Come on.
coriander, toss it,
Yes, yes.
Lovely big hands that you see.
and then...
Oh, they're better to touch you with, my dear.
Granny. Granny.
Yeah, I know, I'm excited.
She's already
you.
spanked me.
Calm down, get it done with.
Lovely. And that would be... Look at that.
Et voila, on the green map.
And this would be on the green mat. For under 100 Rand, you could feed 4 people. Look at that.
Shame, maybe we should...
You know what I'm thinking?
Granny's going to be tasting it, yes.
Well, I'm thinking we should get you to cook for my grandson's wedding. He's getting buckled in
That
a
would
few
be
weeks.
That's a wonder idea.
Buckled
We'll arrange
means
that.
married. It means
Buckled.
getting married.
While we're speaking
Yes.
about buckling and not unbuckling people, let's go to an ad break. We'll be right back after this. Granny, do you want to taste this? Just tell us...
I'd like to taste a little more than that.
Oh, my goodness. Yes,
There you go, Granny, I'll feed
Blow,
you.
Granny, blow.
Oh,
blow. No, blow.
feed me.
Blow on it first, because it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot.
Blow on it first.
We're going to an ad break now. Granny, spank him. Spank him.
I'm ready
Thank
to
you.
wait
I
for
have more, sir.